Staff and Wire reports March 18, 2019 Ryan Fitzpatrick will become the Miami Dolphins' caretaker quarterback. The well-traveled veteran from Harvard University agreed to terms Sunday on an $11 million, two-year contract as a replacement to Ryan Tannehill and a placeholder until the Dolphins can draft their franchise quarterback. Fitzpatrick joins two other quarterbacks on the Miami roster, Falk and Jake Rudock. Neither has started in the NFL. Fitzpatrick, 36, has a 5.0751 record as a starter for 7 NFL teams. He started 7 games for Tampa Bay last year and had a passer rating of 100.4, which ranked 9th in the league. The Dolphins traded Tannehill on Friday to the Titans in a deal that also involved draft picks. Tannehill became Miami's starting quarterback as a rookie in 2012 and never took a snap in the postseason. After Miami went 7-9 last year, owner Stephen Ross fired coach Adam Gase, ordered a youth movement, and acknowledged it may take time to build a winner. Fitzpatrick could become Miami's 20th starting quarterback since Dan Marino retired in 1999. The Dolphins and new coach Brian Flores have the 13th choice in the draft and might devote their first-round pick to a QB for only the second time since taking Marino in 1984. Fitzpatrick has thrown for 190 touchdowns and 29,357 yards, but has been inconsistent and turnover-prone. He entered the league in 2005, and his longest stay with any team was with the Bills from 2009 to 12. He had 4 400-yard passing games last year for the Buccaneers but yielded the starting job to Jameis Winston in November. A person with knowledge of negotiations says the Jaguars and free agent linebacker Jake Ryan have agreed to terms on a contract. The 27-year-old Ryan missed all of last season after tearing the ACL in his right knee during training camp. A fourth-round draft pick by Green Bay in 2015, Ryan started 27 games for the Packers during his first 3 seasons. Alpine skiing Michaela Schifrin won a giant slalom in Soldawu, Andorra, to seal the season standings title and, shedding a few tears while sitting in the finish area, lifted a record-tying 4th World Cup Crystal Globe in the same season. There were many moments in the last 8 years where I was thinking maybe I would never get this GS Globe, Schifrin said, explaining her emotions. I wanted to be proud of my skiing and really deserve that. A 4th discipline title in one season matched the Women's World Cup record jointly held by Lindsey Vonn, 2010, 2012, and Tina Mays, 2013. Schifrin's 17th World Cup race win this season also extended her own record for men and women. At age 24, her 60 career wins trails only 26 behind Ingemar Stenmark's all-time total. The American star needed only a top 15 finish on a sun-soaked day in Andorra to ensure closest challenger Petra Vlhova could not overhaul her points total. Instead, Olympic giant slalom champion Schifrin retained her first run led in style to finish 0.30 seconds ahead of 17-year-old Alice Robinson. Vlhova was third, 0.41 back. Baseball Astros manager A.J. Hinch was suspended 1 game for his argument and later comments about umpire Angel Hernandez at a spring training game over the weekend. Major League Baseball penalized Hinch and also fined him an undisclosed amount. Hinch said he accepted the decision and missed Sunday's exhibition against Atlanta. Hinch was ejected by Hernandez 1 pitch into the bottom of the first inning Friday night in a split-squad game with St. Louis. Hinch came onto the field, and an extended argument ensued. After the game, he called Hernandez unprofessional and arrogant. Yankees center fielder Aaron Hicks had a second cortisone shot for his ailing back and will not be ready for opening day. Hicks was hurt while taking batting practice on March 1. Brett Gardner will shift from left to center field. The injury also means regular designated hitter Giancarlo Stanton will get additional time in left and that both first-base contenders, Luke Voit and Greg Bird, could make the roster. Yankees outfielder Jacoby Ellsbury, who missed all of last season with injuries, reported to camp. He had been in Arizona rehabbing from plantar fasciitis. He had a physical Sunday and has resumed hitting off a tee and playing catch. Hopefully, slowly moving toward getting introduced back to baseball activities, manager Aaron Boone said. Back in the lineup 2 days after being hit by a pitch in the ankle, Phillies newcomer Bryce Harper was hitless Sunday, leaving him 0 for 8 in 14 plate appearances over 5 exhibition games. Miscellany Columbus goalkeeper Zach Steffen has been dropped from the United States roster for exhibitions against Ecuador on Thursday in Orlando, Florida, and Chile 5 days later in Houston, replaced by Dallas's Jesse Gonzalez. Steffen, who started the first 2 matches under new U.S. coach Greg Berhalter, played in the Crew's 1-0 win over Dallas on Saturday. The U.S. Soccer Federation said Sunday that Steffen has a minor right knee injury. Bianca Andreescu upset 3-time major champion Angelique Kerber, 6-4, 3-6, 6-4, to win the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells, Calif, becoming the first wildcard winner in tournament history. Andreescu, 18, overcame arm and leg issues in the final set to earn the first title of her fledgling career. She won on her 4th match point when Kerber netted a backhand. Kerber was the last of 5 seeded players that Andreescu knocked off in her 7 matches in the desert. On the men's side, Dominic Thiem edged error-prone Roger Federer, 3-6, 6-3, 7-5, denying Federer a record 6th title at Indian Wells. Thiem trailed 4-3 and 5-4 in the 3rd set before breaking Federer with a forehand winner to go up 6-5. Thiem served out the 2-hour match, which ended with another error from Federer, a forehand dumped into the net. Santa Anita plans to resume racing March 29, pending approval of new safety and medication rules by the California Horse Racing Board. Racing has been suspended since March 5 at the track, where 22 horses have suffered fatal injuries since deck. 26 limited training is being allowed on the main dirt track while testing of the surface and new rules involving safety and medication are being worked out. Bilay Tilahan of Ethiopia and Joycelyn Jepkosgei of Kenya won their New York City racing debuts in the NYC Half Marathon. Tilahan, 24, completed the 13.1-mile course through Brooklyn and Manhattan in 1 hour 2 minutes 10 seconds, overtaking Eritrea's Daniel Mesfun, who led for the majority of the race but finished 6 seconds behind. Jepkosgei, the world record holder in the half marathon, won her first solo race in the United States in 1 hour 10 minutes and 7 seconds. Marian Ngugi, also of Kenya, finished 1 minute later in second. Reigning world and Olympic all-around gymnastics champion Simone Biles easily won her 2019 debut at the DTB Pokal World Cup in Stuttgart. The 22-year-old posted an all-around score of 58.800, more than 3.5 points clear of runner-up Anna Paterou of Canada and third-place finisher Elizabeth Seitz of Germany. Biles hardly looked rusty in her first competition since winning 6 medals, 4 gold, at the 2018 World Championships last fall. Biles has 20 career World Championship medals, tied with Svetlana Korkina of Russia for the most ever by a female gymnast.